do that part again? Think big. Are you restarting our time?
Oh, we got extra time. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, think big.
And start small.
So our big thinking is that we're a retail shop, and we want to be a destination business that connects in person and online.
And our little teeny store is in Hampton, Iowa, and we don't want to be just in Hampton, Iowa. We don't want to draw just from the Iowa area. We want to reach out nationwide and actually globally as well.
So what was your first starting small? I think it was 2005.
I got my web domain, and it sat there for, are you going to tell them how many years?
You tell me.
I can't remember. Too many. Too many years it sat there with nothing on it at all. I wasted a little bit of money just doing that.
And then in 2007?
We actually got a page up that at least had contact information on it. Phone number, address, and one picture.
And you started having lunch with someone.
I met Miss Deborah Brown. Come on down. And I actually got to be friends with Deb first, and then I hired Deb, and we got together once a month for probably a year and a half. And we had lunch, and I just learned all these wonderful different avenues of things. And some of them got incorporated, and some of them didn't.
And that's when you got your Twitter handle.
That's when I got my Twitter handle, thanks to Deb.
And then February last year,
This lady came into my store during Puzzle Day. It's true. And I knew she was coming back to the Hampton area, and I asked her if she wanted to work. I didn't think I could afford her, and she came anyway.
and it's just been a blast. I'm a retired corporate executive. My background is actually in process engineering and Six Sigma quality improvement. And then I've done some retailing and some marketing. I worked in corporate safety, so I did marketing like every day all the time, because all of you know how awful the safety department is when they want to talk to you. So that's what we did. And but like Judy said, I wanted to come home.
And I needed somebody.
And so we joined, and we've just been having a great time. And one of the first things we did was change your Facebook page to a business page.
Can I back up just a second?
Sure.
I have to say that I was trying to do all of this, clean the toilets, pull the weeds out in the back, sweep the front sidewalk, trying to do all of those things that a small business has to do, and totally overwhelmed most of the time. And then to add in social media and Ms. Deb saying, you haven't blogged yet? I finally let loose when Keri came into the store and had to let go of some of those responsibilities and say, okay, just run with it. And I had to let it go and let her trust with it.
Which is great, because I work best that way.
Yeah.
And when we talk sometimes, it's like, okay, Judy, you need to do this. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm the boss, remember?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't put her in her place very often, though, because most of her ideas are great. Usually I just have to say, just give me a moment. I'm over here doing this project here, and I can't handle one more thing right now.
That's what I got last night. She walked in, and she's like, okay, you've already heard enough, I can tell. So we found at the same time, or came into the store to talk about the QR codes.
Yes. We heard about the QR codes. We started doing some research, and we decided to start incorporating them into our advertising, our print ads. And we approached a local advertising in our newspaper, and they were not aware of the QR codes, so we actually had to do some education in those areas and almost twist their arm into putting them into the ad that we wanted.
And does everyone here know what a QR code is? It looks like this.
It's a graphic similar to a UPC code, and you can scan it with a smartphone, and BlackBerry also has an application for that as well. And it takes you to more information on the web, and it's absolutely an amazing thing. If you start looking in magazines nowadays, store windows, print magazines, even
video on YouTube, or
might be music.
There's a guy here who has a business card with a QR code.
There were several of them that had those.
Connect with him.
Yes. But it just gives you a wealth of other information that you can't put in this little bitty card.
Okay, so we were the very first business in Hampton to incorporate this little code in our print ad, and that was over a year ago.
Yep.
And then we have a group of specialty shops in Hampton, and there's a pink brochure that tells you about most of them in your swag bag. And, Judy goes, she represents our store. And just this past spring, as they were getting ready for the tourism brochure and stuff, you had to have a conversation with the rest of the
I
retailers.
said, we've got to put this in our brochure. It's one of the newer technology things, at least for our area. We've got to add this in. And they go, we don't know anything about it. We'll have to research it before we can do it.
But then the newspaper was all ready to help them out.
Yes, the newspaper came in and they were going to help him out, and they were going to charge him $25 to set this up for our ad. And we said, well, we can do that and we don't have to pay for it. I mean, we're a small community. Every one of the people that are in this organization are small businesses, and the budget is, you know what it's like. It's this big. And we pool our resources to do our marketing and our advertising. And even though it was only $25, what else could we do with that $25 to really make a difference? So when you can do it for free, why pay for it?
Well, the thing I like about it is that it's the same ad salesman that we had to email the QR code to the layout person because he didn't understand what we wanted, who's
Yes.
now the expert selling these for $25
Yes.
a piece. I just think that's a hoot.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so our next small step was to begin the daily Facebook posts.
Yes, and that has been so much fun to do that. We have, in our little teeny store, we get lots of visitors from outside of the area. We're not afraid to sing you happy birthday if you're in a group and it's your birthday and you've come to have lunch at the coffee shop. But we want to make sure we get your picture. We put it on Facebook, and sometimes we give you a fun little name with your approval. We had a little girl in our store the other day. We got some new merchandise in, and she was testing our new bracelets for us. And we took her pictures. Mom gave us permission. We put it on the Facebook page.
And it's our 10th anniversary year.
Yoo-hoo!
So we're doing a daily special.
Thank you. Every single day, we have a different special that's going on Facebook. And Keri, we meet and put all these information together, well, usually a month ahead of time, sometimes further ahead than when we can. And then she goes and she writes all of the posts right on the computer. So it doesn't matter who's working. They know the first thing in the morning that what you do is you go in, copy that, paste it onto the Facebook page, and we're done. But
And it allows us to customize it when we need to.
yes.
But it's there and it's ready to go. We made it easy.
Yes.
But it's also part of our overall marketing plan. It's not
Yes.
a separate piece.
No, it's all integrated with everything that we do, whether it's the media or promotions, events, and that we're doing.
So meanwhile, CornerstoneCottage.biz is sitting online with a static page, and the street address is wrong.
Yeah, because we moved.
And it's driving me crazy. But we had to get some other things done before I could work on that. Deb introduced me to Grant and showed me the Headway themes, which is an amazing thing. It lets you turn your blog into your website or turn your website into a blog site, drag and drop. It's amazing.
It transformed my idea of what the website was going to be overnight, just in the little bits and pieces that Keri started doing on it.
So we get our website up. We've got the buy it now buttons. There's a coupon in your bag from us if you want to order this cool little e-sock to clean your smartphone screen with. And meanwhile, our marketing group is,
Back to the group of stores that meets together.
some of them are saying, we don't even know why we need a website.
Yeah, okay. The budget got smaller this year, so we're trying to put our decisions into where we're going to put our dollars this year. What do we need a website for anyway? Oh, go
How
ahead.
do we know our website works?
Keri put some pictures up on our website and a little bit of information on them. And the person that was adamant about not having this and spending money on a website or keeping the domain name was the first one in the door. She was sitting in her vehicle outside of my store before I opened, and she ran in the door to buy a book.
Because she saw it on the website.
On the website.
And after she left the store, I looked at Judy and I said, she doesn't even know how ironic that is. You know? And our last piece, real quick, is put your electronic contact information on everything that you send out,
Yes.
every piece of print advertising, because
We received a marketing postcard from a company. We're getting ready to go to the gift market and purchase new product. And we were looking for new kids' books to add to our store, and it had great graphics on it. We thought we'd really be interested in it. So I give it to Keri, and I say, let's get a hold of them.
I said, I don't know these people, let's Google them. So the card is from Lil Pickle. We found Little Pickle Press. They have great books. We're their first Iowa vendor. We're real excited about that. But here's the important piece. They aren't the ones who
Sent us the postcard. Oh, we're done?
We are done.
Sorry.